Hello guys, my name is David Fields and you're watching Survival Reality Vlog from Field Skills. In today's vlog I want us to talk about reading material. If you enjoy reading, there's some great books available out there, and I use them on Kindle, download them from Amazon, Kindle books, and I read them from my iPad. But have really enjoyed several books, and one I want us to talk about today is a book, and it's more of a reference book for survival from Jonathan Hollerman called Survival Theory, a Preparedness Guide. And I've mentioned this in one of my other blogs and used some quotes from his book, but it is a really good book. Hollerman is a Navy SEAL that, let me get to it here, is a Navy SEAL who trained, not a Navy SEAL, a retired SEER instructor with the Air Force. And he has written a book and has a company that consults on preparations and preparedness for these things. But in this book, Survival Theory, he opens up by talking about various events that are likely to happen, that realistically could happen to us here in the U.S. And he talks about things like cyber attacks and how they could affect the country, an EMP attack and how that could fare, terrorist attacks to our electrical grid, and what that could do to our country. So he has a lot of really good, interesting points on that, as he begins the book. Then he moves into his theory of how to prepare for these type of events. And he talks about things like, what to do when it happens, bugging out or staying in place type things. He talks then about the items you need to have with you and you need to store up and prepare for. Guns and ammunition being one of them, food, and other type things. And then he talks about some interesting sustainable living type things, animals and growing a garden and raising animals if you are in a long-term survival situation. And he talks about chickens, about rabbits, about goats as livestock, and gives a lot of very interesting facts and figures about that, why they are such good survival livestock to have and to raise. But I highly encourage you to read that book. Like I said, it's the book is a reference book. As I'm reading it, I tell you what I do on my Kindle app here on my iPad. I'll see something in there, I highlight it, and then I can go back and look at all my highlighted passages, and as the source, that reference, to go back and say, okay, I want to go to that page and reread that. Very good. But after, I don't know if he wrote it before or after it, but he wrote a fictional story too, a couple books called Equipping Modern Patriots, and it's about an EMP attack. Equipping Modern Patriots by Jonathan Hollerman, that tells a story, and he applies in that story the theory that he used in Survival Theory, in his Survival Theory book. So it's a good read, and there are a lot of great stories. They're fictional stories, but there's a lot of basis and fact about the potential of what those stories are talking about. But there's just a lot of good books that you can go out, and they're very inexpensive. Buy them on Amazon, download them to your Kindle, or if you don't, you can get a free Kindle app for your iPad and read. And it just causes me to start thinking about these type things. So I highly encourage you to begin with, go out and get Survival Theory by Jonathan Hollerman, if you have the chance, and read that. I thank you for watching. My name is David Fields. You've been watching Survival Reality Vlog here on Field Skills.